Welcome to Bass Lake Provincial Park. So I went with a site that was a little bit closer to the water. So the water is just over here. Normally I would pick one as isolated as possible, but being the fact that it's September, there's nobody really around, so it still feels pretty remote. I'm gonna try to clear some of the rocks out of the way and then kind of set it up and see how that feels. And if I don't like it there, we move it. So the last time that I was out, I had slug juice all over my tent. And so I took it home and I sprayed it down, and then a storm was rolling in. So I thought I would be smart and help it dry, and stupid me put a big mother of a hole in my screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is fix that. I've got a couple patches. Hopefully they're big enough, because I was an idiot. It's really hard to tell, like, right there. I can put my finger right there. Oh, what was I thinking? That makes me so angry. Anyway, let's get that patched. Flex patches, tenacious tape. So because it's on the inner screen, I don't really care if I can't see through it. So I got 2 patches. I'm hoping that they're gonna be big enough. I'm gonna put one on the inside, one on the outside, and then smash them together, but it looks like there's already 2 in there. Perfect, so I will have an extra. So they're just peel and stick. Oh, they're clear. Okay, cool. The good news is I got 2 of them, so if I want to, I can do them this way, which I think I will. This might have been easier to do on a table, but I wanted to do it set up so that I could do it with everything the way that it would be when it was regularly set up, because if I did it on a table and stretched it out too far and then went to set it up, I risk putting more holes in it. Oh goodness, okay. Okay, so I put 2 on the outside. I'm gonna put the other 2 on the inside and see how that holds. Now you can really see it. Note to self, no heat. The other reason I chose to go with the tape and not like a screen fix was because I wanted durability. I wanted it to not come off if it got wet, and I also wanted to prevent the current rips from getting bigger or being pulled and going any larger than what they are. So I think that's okay. I guess we'll see. Only time will tell if this is gonna hold up or not. But rookie move, I knew better. I was trying to take a shortcut, and that's usually when things go wrong. Oh well, you live and you learn. Let's get the rest of camp set up. Shit. Oh, maybe out. Never mind. I only have 4 though. It did bring another tent for backup. So maybe I'll use these for my fly. And use the other backup tent to peg that. Dang it. I know where they are. They're laying on the floor of my studio at home. All right, stand by. So I brought this other tent for backup just because of the hole in this one. I didn't know if it was gonna work or not, and I had no idea where that tent came from. It just showed up in my garage. So, looks like it's got a tag on it from a thrift shop, which means we either picked it up just randomly at some point in history, but there's no pegs in it. So I'm not expecting it to be windy tonight. I am gonna double check the weather forecast. If they are calling for the winds to pick up, I might nip into town and go buy some pegs. But I'm gonna use these for my fly, and we'll go from there. Well, that guy can really only mean one of 2 things. 1, he's just coming to check things out, or 2, people have been feeding it and it's gonna bug me all night long. It doesn't look that fat, so maybe it'll just hang out. I guess we'll see. So generally speaking, I am not a fan of provincial parks. And I think the reason for that is because often when you come during the summer, you end up with people who are coming in from the city. They're out to have a good time. And unfortunately, that does come along with people who just want to party. And so for me, when I come into the woods and I'm camping, I want to have a nice quiet time. I want to enjoy myself. I want to bask in nature. And I certainly don't want to listen to the parties that are going on around me. So that's why I come after Labor Day. And then that means I have basically the whole park to myself, with the odd person just kind of walking around for days. But there are 6 campsites in the area that I've chosen, and I'm the only camper so far. It's 10 to 2, and people will often come in around 2 o'clock. Granted that it is a weekday, I don't really expect anybody else to show up unless they come after work. And so I'm just gonna kind of explore and enjoy the peace and quiet that comes with camping off season at the provincial park. Pretty minimalistic when I come to provincial parks, the same as when I am camping in the wild. I literally just have my tent, my sleeping bag, my air mattress, and then here I have a chair for comfort to be able to sit around and have a campfire, which is a luxury that I don't usually get when I'm hiking in the middle of nowhere. So I'm gonna get some food on here and just have a quick lunch and then head out and explore more of the park. One of the nice things that I love about Bass Lake Provincial Park is they have this waterfront trail. And as you can hear, the water's right here. Now, even though it's just peekaboo style because there's a lot of trees, eventually it wraps around here to this pavilion and then around to the main beach. Out the other way, there's like a dock, or like a boardwalk, I should say. And we'll go explore that in a little bit. But for now, let's go check out the waterfront. All right, welcome to the boardwalk. Boardwalk doesn't go on for that long. It just kind of goes down here into the bush and then you have to figure out where to go from there. Ooh. Well, look at that. Look at the stonework. Well, neat. Look at that. All right, well, it's been a bit of an interesting afternoon. I went down to the beach to kind of just read my book and stuff. I was feeling a bit lonely, so was trying to get my head out of that space. And so had a bit of a phone call and just kind of got psyched up and decided, hey, I'm gonna go for my open water swim today. So lo and behold, I get all ready to go. I put on my wetsuit, I'm all pumped up. I get in the water feels great, it's not all that cold. And where I'm here, I like to get in and then swim across to another beach and then back again. Do that a few times and that'll be 2,000 meters. Well, I get halfway across and the zipper on my wetsuit lets go. Have you ever swam with a wetsuit undone? It's next to impossible. And here I am in water that's over my head and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get back. So anyway, I just slow trek back to the beach and then I just took it off and did some laps at the regular beach till I hit about 1,000 meters and then called it a day. Then I spent about 20 minutes in the parking lot chatting with a really nice couple from the area who came in after the park closed. So there's no anybody at the front gate to let anybody in. And so they're like, what do we do? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe just grab a site and if the park warden comes by, let them know. Or just hunker down, they probably won't bother you. Get back in my car, get back to my campsite, look down and realize that my Garmin watch is dead, like deader than dead, won't even turn on. I don't have a charger with me and it was fully charged this morning, so I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure if I just happened to use it enough today that I drained the battery somehow in one day and I didn't realize it because it did record my swim and posted it, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But the buttons on it looked like there was some water coming out of it. So now I'm questioning whether or not water got inside the unit, and now it's dead because of water damage. Urgh. I am 4 days away from my 70.3 triathlon, and I have no wetsuit and now possibly a broken watch. So I'm gonna have to use my backup wetsuit and try to figure out my watch situation, because I really don't want to kick it old school and not have my watch. Anyway, I'm going to get curled up. I'm gonna make a fire and just kind of relax and have something to drink and enjoy some dinner and just kind of enjoy the evening. Some hot dogs. It's amazing how you're sitting around, you don't feel hungry until all of a sudden you think about food, and then you're like, I'm really hungry. See how my stick works. Ah, too big. Splitting it open. All right. Gotta shade this down more. This one might turn into a spider dog. All right, let it go. The ducks are quacking, and it always sounds like a laugh, like a witch's cackle. And it always makes me laugh because I just think it's the funniest thing. Hot dog, barbecue sauce, and a bun. Cheers. Hi. I see you. Yes, I do. And yes, I have food. And you're not getting any of it. Do you hear me? He's trying. I think I might have some entertainment tonight. As long as it doesn't try to climb right into my tent. Hey? Hello. It just tried to crawl up my leg. Seriously, dude. Really? Yeah. You are not getting any of my food. No. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that little bugger. So I've got my food sitting here. I totally expect it to climb on top of there and try to take something. Keeps just doing circles. Keeps getting right up underneath my chair. See, here he comes. Go away. This is what happens when you feed the wildlife, people. He's gonna get really annoying. It's been a really good day. It's just after 9 o'clock. I'm gonna curl up here. I'm gonna read my book for a little while. I was sitting there enjoying my fire, and I heard some rustling behind me, which is normal in the woods. And I was like, that feels a little too close for comfort. So I flipped around and put my headlamp on, and there was a skunk. So thankfully I didn't scare it or freak it out. It just kind of looked at me and wandered off. I hope all of you have a good night, and I'll see all of you in the morning.
Good morning. Anyway, I am going to go make myself a coffee, and then I might come back down here with a chair and sit and enjoy the lake.
I'm impressed. So I came down here and there was a guy trying to dock his boat, and it's really shallow here. So the poor guy was kind of struggling. He had his oh my gosh, I'm struggling for words this morning. Anyway, the things that protect the boat on the wrong side. And so I gave him a hand, helped him out, and got him all docked up. And then he just took off. He's got a beautiful boat. It's so quiet, which is surprising as well. And then most guys would just get in their boat, take off, hit the gas, and go. This guy put his life jacket on to go fishing. How? I don't know. I mean, like, I guess I'm just floored because most people don't do that. Anyway. It's just so rare that you see someone put on their life jacket when they get in their boat. Usually they just keep it beside them as a just in case. And I tell you, when you hit the water, going as fast as what those boats can go, it hurts. Even just fishing boats. I mean, I've been thrown from the boat. It hurt my back real good, and I needed my life jacket. I wouldn't have been able to swim. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast, my coffee. I'm at the end of the dock. I've got my lake, and my journal, and a good book. And it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, what a glorious day. Oof. Okay. So this is the sleeping bag that I was talking about, how I love this sleeping bag. But that it's way too big for backpacking. It's huge. This is the bag that it comes in, and it doesn't get any smaller than that. 5 pounds, 6 ounces, way, way, way too big, bulky, and heavy for any form of backpacking. So I need to find a ultralight version that is going to keep me just as warm as this guy. When I'm backpacking. Anyway, I'm gonna get all this packed up. My tent worked really, really well. The seal that I put on it worked really, really well. And yeah, it's been a really, really good trip. I really enjoyed it. So thanks for coming along. I know that my camping trips aren't the most exciting compared to some others out there. However, I do enjoy myself, and if you made it all the way through to the end of this video, well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.